Good day guys, welcome to another episode on Schoolonair. I'm your instructor for today and today's subject is basic science. The topic for today is environmental hazards 2. At the end of today's lesson, you should be able to state the causes and control of bush burning and also state the causes and control of deforestation. Now, this is a continuation of what you learnt in topic 2 about environmental hazards. In topic 2, you learnt about soil erosion and flooding. We learnt that soil erosion is the washing away of the soil surface by wind and water, while flooding is caused by the overflow of water from oceans into rivers, and which causes water to flow onto the dry lands, and this also causes loss of properties and loss of nutrients from the soil. So in this topic for today, you will learn about bush burning and deforestation. Bush burning. Bush burning is the act of setting forests, grasses, and weeds on fire. Farmers usually burn bushes to clear farmland in preparation for planting season. When a particular land is not in use, weeds and plants can grow on that particular land in order to prevent the land from being lifeless or from losing its nutrients due to no use of them and no fixation of them. So when it's getting close to the planting season, the farmers try to clear the lands in order for them to plant their new crops that they want to sell after that period. So when in the process of clearing the lands, bush burning occurs. They burn the bushes and grasses and weeds in order to ensure that there are no remnants of those weeds and plants on the soil or on the land or in the soil. So this picture shows that a tree is being burnt alongside the grasses and plants surrounding it. And this also shows that some things are being damaged as the trees and plants are being burnt down. What are the practices that influence bush burning? The first practice is that during the process of bush clearing, grasses and weeds are burnt so as to plant crops on the farmland. This is done in order to clear the farmland up and have enough space to plant the crops that are going to be sold after that season. Now, the second reason is that bushes are burnt to clear the land for construction of houses, roads, and industries. When houses are about to be constructed, because of the fact that the lands were kept busy before by weeds and plants that grow even when they are not wanted. So when the constructions are about to start, bush burning occurs in order to clear those weeds and plants and keep the land empty and good enough for construction of the roads and houses and industries. The third reason is that hunters sometimes burn bushes to aid their hunting practices. Due to the fact that hunters might not be able to see clearly their prey due to the tall trees that are blocking their views or plants that do not aid their movements, so they tend to burn down the bushes and the trees in order for them to easily catch their prey. The fourth reason is that during the process of crop rotation, that is planting, I cannot see the distance. The camera is blocking, so I have to. Okay. 4. During the process of crop rotation, that is planting one type of crop on a farmland at a time, farmers often burn the farm after harvesting their crops to prepare the farmland for the next planting season. This is done in order to make sure that there are no remnants of the previously planted crops in the soil so that they do not regrow again when another type of crop is being planted on the same land. Effects of bush burning. Useful plants are destroyed in the process of bush burning just because they are not needed at that particular time. Weeds are not always useless. Weeds also contain plants that contain medicinal properties that are good for healing, or plants that are actually edible and add to the nutrients that are needed in the body. But due to the fact that they are not needed at that particular time, they are called weeds and they are always burnt down in order for the farmers to be able to use the land for better things or things that they think are better to them. So the number one effect of bush burning is that it leads to the loss of humus, which can lead to the reduction in soil fertility. The most fertile part of the soil is the humus part.